Hello my dear friends. Today I want to share with you my observations of the latest events on your planet and tell you about the participation of representatives of the Galactic Federation of Light in them. The coming autumn will bring you many surprises that will affect the life of every person. You will have to reconsider a lot of what seemed to you before naturally and habitually. Many of you will have to face the arbitrariness of the authorities with their aggressive actions towards you and your children. There will be an even greater stratification in society into those who support the restrictive measures associated with the pandemic imposed on you, and those who perfectly understand its hidden background. In other words, there comes a moment of truth for each of you, and each of you will have this truth, because a person is able to understand and accept only that reality that is ready for his consciousness, and this is quite appropriate, because the earth is home to a variety of human souls, both young and very ancient, and other creatures embodied in human bodies, since we see the energy component of each of you. Then our assessment of your reaction to the events that take place reveal their vibration statistics, and now we are seeing the following picture on Earth. People are really starting to wake up their consciousness, which is rapidly changing, which entails an increase in vibration, the collective consciousness of humanity. As for the clones and reptilians, they're representatives of other low vibrational civilizations embodied in human bodies. Their consciousness, on the contrary, every day more and more falls in vibrations. Because they are obsessed with fear for their life and well-being, and their subtle structure is not able to assimilate the energies of high vibrations. Therefore it is they who are the overwhelming majority that obediently follows all the instructions issued from above, aggressively, and for those who, unlike them, do not adhere to these instructions in this way, the gap in the vibrations of pure human souls and everyone else, the inhabitants of your planet, every day is increasing more and more, and at this fateful time for the Earth and humanity, the Galactic Federation of Light, it was decided to energetically support people in their desire to break out of the traps set for them by reptilians, so that the low vibrational majority of the inhabitants of the planet would not drag them back down into three-dimensionality, where their consciousness becomes vulnerable and controlled. I think that many of you have already felt our help and support, because fear began to leave your souls and faith in your strengths began to grow, and gradually strengthen. New streams of energy that are now going to the earth will begin to squeeze out of the formed higher vibrational space of those who are not able to exist in these energies, simultaneously feeds those whose vibrations rise more and more every day. On the physical plane, this will be expressed in the fact that the forces will slowly but surely go over to the side of people, and the authorities will no longer be able to put pressure on them. A mass unification is expected, rather, even a unity of those who managed to break out of the framework of three-dimensionality, as a result of which the mass vaccination that the reptilians have been preparing for decades will affect only those who agree to it voluntarily. And this is, in the vast majority, not people and those beings that were mentioned at the beginning of my message, and now our role is to track the vibrations of people, to help those of them who are at the crossroads, strengthening them energetically. There is a massive energy scan and point help to each awakened person. Please call us every time you feel that you need support to strengthen your spirit and faith in yourself. We always hear you and come to the rescue at your first call. Sincerely, loving you, Ash to Sharon spoke to you. In the meantime, dear subscribers of the world, repair your DNA. If working on yourself creates you difficulty, we invite you to learn about yourself and your power from Abundance Handbook. You will find the healing guides that will help you figure out how to work with energies. We'll give you tools and keys, how quickly go from three-dimensional reality to fifth dimension of consciousness. Link to Abundance Handbook you will find under this video only.